Today we'll be letting you get your hands on some weapons. Feel free to run over any of the weapons scattered about the room to pick them up. Ammo for each weapon is provided. Okay, the weapon you have equipped now is the plasma rifle. This weapon fires superheated balls of plasma that explode on contact. Much like the spin fuser, it relies heavily on splash damage. The drawback to this weapon is the relatively slow speed of the projectile. Direct hits with this weapon do a substantial amount of damage, however. Use the L2 button to fire. Press X to cycle to the next weapon. Here we have the grenade launcher. This weapon can be difficult to aim directly as the grenade fuse has to arm itself after it leaves the barrel. Now, it's a good weapon for bouncing a few rounds around a blind corner to help clear out any opposition. Go ahead and lob a few grenades to get a feel for the weapon and its timing peculiarities. Use the L2 button to fire. This is the blaster. It has relatively unlimited ammo since it uses your suit's power to launch pulsed energy rounds at a high rate of fire. The blaster punches right through personal shields, so it's a good weapon to use against enemies with the shield pack. You'll also notice that its shots will ricochet off surfaces a few times before dissipating. Fire it a few times by pressing the L2 button. The light armor you're wearing only allows you to carry 3 weapons at a time. To pick up one of the weapons you haven't tried yet, stand on top of it and press the select button. This will exchange your currently active weapon for the new one. This is the spin fuser. This little baby fires a disc-shaped charge that explodes on impact. Many times when facing an enemy, it's better to aim at the ground or walls around them to inflict possible splash damage. Remember, with this weapon, ammo is limited. Use the L2 button to fire. Ah, the chain gun. This bad boy churns out a hail of explosive micro-flechettes that quickly chews up targets. Its advantages are a high rate of fire and substantial damage at close range. On the downside, aiming is imprecise at longer range, and since the barrel has to spin up, there is a slight delay between trigger press and onset of fire. Press and hold the L2 button to fire. Good. I'm now placing a waypoint in your HUD. Upon reaching it, you will need to use your jetpack to go up the chute and get the laser rifle and energy pack placed in the room above. The energy pack automatically increases the rate at which your armor rebuilds energy reserves. Energy packs do not have to be activated. It will function as long as it's attached to your armor. From this position, you'll be able to see a targeting bot in the distance. To get a closer look at the bot, put him within your sights and press and hold the R2 button. This engages your zoom. D-pad up and down will adjust your zoom factor. The laser rifle is a sniping weapon, capable of severely damaging an enemy from a long distance. When fired, it concentrates all of your armor's energy reserves into a single devastating laser beam. The strength of the beam is directly related to the amount of available energy at the moment of fire. Now use your zoom to target the training bot on the platform and take him out. Fire using the L2 button. Alright, now it's time to learn a little bit about your automatic targeting systems. To lock onto an enemy, get them near the center of your targeting reticle and hit the square button. You'll notice at this point that you automatically turn to face in the direction of the enemy, and your aiming system is locked onto them as well, so all you need to do is pull the trigger. There's a targeting bot outside that I want you to acquire a lock on. Your weapons will be disabled until you do so. Once you've locked on, destroy the bot and pick up his ammo box to complete this part of your training. The lock-on system does not work with the laser rifle, so switch to another weapon if you still have the laser rifle equipped, and I'll drop the force fields. Okay, you got him locked. I'm releasing your fire button, so go ahead and take him out. Don't forget to grab his ammo box by running over it. Well done. This concludes Training Module 2.